microbial diversity. Today we discuss about microbial diversity. From that microbial diversity, we discuss cyanobacteria. Some examples of cyanobacteria is Nostoc, Anabina, Oscillatoria. The Nostoc, Anabina, Oscillatoria belongs to cyanobacteria. The cyanobacteria contains bacterial characters at the same time cyanophycin algae characters. So they are belongs to Myxophyceae or Cyanophyceae are also called cyanobacteria. Now we discuss normal vegetative cell structure of cyanobacteria. It is a normal vegetative cell structure. The normal vegetative cell structure of cyanobacteria outline is in rectangular or in square shape. The cells covered by mucilaginous sheath. The mucilaginous sheath is present around the cyanobacterial vegetative cells. The mucilaginous sheath is mainly protected from the extreme environment, extreme outer environments. So outer extreme environments are mainly protected from the mucilaginous sheath of the cyanobacteria. Then beneath of these mucilaginous sheath, cell wall is present. The cell wall mainly made by murines chemicals. The murines chemicals are peptidoglycans, muramic acids. Generally, the peptidoglycans, muramic acids are present in the bacterial cell wall. But in plant cell wall, cellulose, hemicellulose, pectin, suberin, lignin, like these chemicals are present. From this cyanobacteria, the cell wall chemicals belongs to bacterial cell wall chemicals like peptidoglycans, muramic acids. So they are treated under bacteria, cyanobacterial characters. The cell wall is protected to inner parts and it gives proper shape to the cell. Beneath of the cell wall, plasma membrane is present. It made by phospholipids and protein chemicals. It is in semi-permeable or transparent layer. It allows nutrients, food materials to inside or to outside of plasma membrane. Beneath of these plasma membrane, cytoplasm is present. In this cytoplasm, two portions are identified. One is centroplasm, another one is exoplasm. Exoplasm is also called chromoplasm because it is in color. So exoplasm is also called chromoplasm. Beneath of the plasma membrane, exoplasm called chromoplasm. It contains gas vacuoles, oil droplets, pigment granules, thylakoid membrane, protein crystals. Gas vacuoles, mainly the vacuoles act as an excretory organ of the cell. Here it is the gas vacuoles. They are stored unwanted gases during the metabolic activities of the cell. So gas vacuoles are stored unwanted gases during any metabolic activities of the cell. Then in this portion of chromoplasm, thylakoid membranes are present as a platelet-like structures. The thylakoid membranes are contain cyanophycin. It is a blue color pigment, including this cyanophycin. Chlorophyll A and chlorophyll B pigments also present. So they are shows blue-green color. The blue-green color thylakoid membranes are helps in the preparation of food material by the photosynthesis. In this chromoplasm, oil droplets, they are act as a reserved food materials. Pigment granules. The pigment granules also helps in storage of food material. They synthesize proteins, fats, lipids. Sometimes they are act as a reserved food material. And protein crystals are the reserved food materials in the chromoplasm. And at center region, cytoplasm is called centroplasm. The centroplasm containing only nucleic acids. that nucleic acids belongs to DNA. They are in circular formation. The circular formation of DNA is present. So the DNA or nucleic acid without any envelope. So they are belongs to, the nucleic acid belongs to prokaryotic nucleic acids. So they are also called prokaryote nucleus. Prokaryote nucleus didn't covered any envelope, or nucleic acids didn't covered with any envelope is called prokaryotic character. In this prokaryotic character of the cyanobacteria, endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi complex, mitochondria, these three major cell organelles are absent in the chromoplasm. During the respiration, the plasma membrane is modified into folded-like structure in a portion of the cell. It acts as a mitochondrial-like structure. This portion is called mesosomes. Mesosomes are made by the plasma membrane. The plasma membrane, it is converted into folded-like structure. It acts as a mitochondrial-like structure. It is a normal vegetative cell structure of the cyanobacteria. And we'll discuss about the heterocyst. Hetero means different, cyst means cells. Different cells are present in the cyanobacterial filament called heterocyst. They are also present between the two normal vegetative cells. They are connected with the vegetative cells with polar nodules. The polar nodules are present at both sides of the normal vegetative cells. The heterocyst covered by outer layer. Outer layer is in homogeneous layer. It is also called outer layer. And inner layer is made by laminated chemicals called laminated layers. The laminated layers are divided into 4 layers. L1 layer, L2 layer, L3 layer, L4 layer. These are act as a inner layers. They called L means laminated layers. They are also called inner layer. Outer layer is also called homogeneous layer. Beneath of these inner layer, thin plasma membrane is present. Beneath of the plasma membrane, thylakoids are present. In the cytoplasm, thylakoids are present. The thylakoid mainly contains cyanophysin, chlorophyll A and chlorophyll B pigments. They are mainly helps in synthesis of food material by the photosynthesis. These heterocysts are connected with the normal vegetative cells through the plasmodesmata-like structures. The plasmodesmatas are mainly helps in exchange of food material, minerals from the heterocysts to normal vegetative cells. The heterocysts are mainly helps in the preparation of food material by the photosynthesis. At the same time, heterocysts are also helps in nitrogen metabolism. The nitrogen metabolism also done by the heterocyst. According to some scientists, the heterocyst also helps in the vegetative propagation. It is a normal vegetative cell structure and heterocyst cell structure of the cyanobacteria. And we'll discuss reproduction of cyanobacteria. Generally, the cyanobacteria reproduction done by the cell division only. Major reproduction done by the cell division. Sometimes the cyanobacteria involves in the vegetative propagation. Example here it is oscillatoria contains separation discs in the filament. The separation discs are mainly helps in the fragmentation of the oscillatoria filament. By this fragmentation, long length of oscillatoria convert into small size of fragments. The small size of fragments are called hormogones. Hormogones are developed by the separation discs. The separation discs are present in the oscillatoria. And some cyanobacterial filaments like nostoc, anabina, oscillatoria are involved in asexual reproduction by akinets. Akinets are large size of cells. During the non-favorable conditions, normal vegetative cells are enlarged their cell structure. The enlarged cell structure covered by thick cell-walled. The thick cell-walled cells are called akinets. Akinets are act as a resting spore. During the non-favorable conditions, the akinides are protected to inner cytoplasm by the formation of thick cell wall. In future days, any favorable conditions are appeared around these akinides, the thick cell wall is reduced and akinides are participated in the cell division to make filamentous structure of cyanobacteria. It is a one type of asexual reproduction in the cyanobacteria. They are also called endospores. Akinides are also called endospores. This type of cell structure, heterocyst reproduction, similar in the nostoc, oscillatoria, anabina.